Then, from the perspective of a provider or content creator, the MOOC is like a boring, the instant a cup noodle or the canned food, and some professors are against this idea, saying that this education is not that simple and easy. You have to really deep dive the content and offer this as a handmade, slow cooked food. But the number of students registered, I mean, everybody is racing for the registration number. Like a 14-week cup noodle is too much for you to be able to complete, so we give up. And then what about 4-week baby size MOOC? Then the people can consume it, then the registration jumps up from 60,000 to 100,000. But what does it mean? Dr. Liu said that many people do not visit even on the first class. And this will not improve the education, so we have to think of many other aspects. The worst is that Andy Warhol, Campbell Soup, the copies of the same thing. We want to avoid this because this is the bad dream. We have, of course, many study efforts made, like the basic skills, even in America or in Japan or anywhere in the world. This basic mathematic ability or academic writing basic ability have to be improved. These fundamentals have to be supported. Otherwise, many people may drop out from the higher education. So for such students, we have to offer these fundamental courses. Now, we think that we made a very challenging organization. That in the Delft University in the Netherlands, they had a course in the solar energy. And of course, the people living in the world, living in the country which need the solar energy, had a very strong access and shared this with the YouTube video and literally created this course jointly. And this can be one image of the future of the MOOC. Through many participants' experiments, we have a thicker book of learning. And Delft University, as far as I know, is the only one university that issues its course under a Creative Commons license. Now, the Meta University, like many institutions, universities cooperate with each other and raise and learn from each other and improve this MOOC. And this Creative Commons license is something that we should not simply avoid. Now, Dr. Moog, this is just a joke, but there is actually Dr. Moog who developed the synthesizer for the music in 1960s. This is the father. He's a father of the synthesizer. This was the initial synthesizer called Moog. Soon after, Mini Moog was developed, simplified. And recently, we have a Micro Moog. Now, this is just a pun between Moog and MOOC, but MOOC, well, Dr. Liu is laughing, but can be modularized. This is like MOOC can become micro level and can be combined as a module. And today, this is the curriculum of a course in the department and have to offer some knowledge and the skill. But actually, from this micro level of perspective, it will be incorporated and the shape of the MOOC will change. It's not to raise the registration and make a shorter course, but to cater for a variety of needs of many students, minimize the block, and be able to make it adaptive as much as possible. I have 2 more minutes left or so. This I've used these videos in the past, but I want to show this to Dr. Liu from Harvard X, Michael versus Michael. Now, which Michael? These 2 Michaels. Well, most of you know who they are, but the upper one is Michael Sandels from Harvard, and the lower one is Michael Jackson, that you know. But this was the video released in 2014 after his death. He's dancing in the video. This is synthesized in computer graphics based upon the computer analysis of his past dances. And about 10 years ago, Michael Jackson visited Japan and had the recording of his sound, music and the voice, and the computer CG animation was overlaid and made up of a concert. Now, you may wonder that we can make CG-based professors in Hollywood. Now, maybe difficult to replace Michael Sandel, but as the technology advances and the design of education can be improved, then computer graphics can make Michael Sandels using hologram technology and create him on the big lecture room. Now, but Professor Sandel, of course, supports this justice degrading policies. Now, he's not simply putting out a show, but doing the fair assessment and evaluation. So this is the part that actual physical human being can play a role. Because otherwise, everything can be replaced by machine. Now, you know him, you know her. In Japan, this can put on a fire the Miku Hatsune style studying course or academic course. I mean, she is appearing on all the games and others, and may appear in the MOOC in the future. Somebody wants to try it? Now, those are interesting, but actual reality for university is kind of this. We are on cracking land. And faculty in my center is now thinking how to develop the graduate students who come to our center. And in my graduate school seminar, I tried this University of the Universe. This is a project-based activity, and many organisms in the universe get together in a university and thus design this. This looks interesting, but actually when we did this, this was the heck of all hard work, because some organisms live for 300 years and some live only 3 seconds. And with gathering all these different organisms, what are we going to learn? Now, this, I think, is very informative for us when we think of the globalization of universities and its mission in the global arena. But the faculty in Kyoto University, I'm sure, will find it interesting. And so I did this only once as an experiment. I don't think I'm going to do the second round. But anyway, we will be hearing from 2 more lectures after the break. And Dr. Liu said that the universities our universities will not distinct. This is encouraging comments. But for sure, universities and the students and the faculties, their roles and the teaching and the learning are about to make a big transformation once in many centuries. So I hope that this possibilities. You don't have to be pessimistic. Think positively for many opportunities we can realize. Well, thank you very much for your attention.